Hey, I'm back. And as you remember from episode 40, we had the whole spin the bottle minigame that I had to do off camera because it was lagging when I tried to record it. And then the spirit told us one of the darkest romance stories I've ever heard. But yeah, we're finally back. It's just after the story, after we hugged her, and everyone is looking on at the strange interaction that just happened. On that note, oh yeah, this is the one where everyone decides to take a break from each other. I believe this eventually leads into a moment where you can spend some time with the killer of your choice. So hang on, I'll be back. Okay, we're back. It was faster than I thought, but anyways, Spirit approaches you. Let's see where this goes. You know, I was watching while you. You know, I was watching you while I told my story. I could tell it was having an effect on you. This fog that follows me around, I could feel you breathing heavily, taking me in. Spirit, that sounds a bit suggestive. You and I are both absolutely flabbergasted at that piece of information. Legit, you learn something new every day. Even when you're a god. I mean, a narrator. So I'm guessing the narrator is this realm's entity? Uh, you're doing it again, right now. You need to calm down. You should come to the hot tub with me. Okay. uh, uh, so, funny story about the last episode. During episode 40, I cut it. Well, I thought I'd cut it short because when I went to check the time on the recording, I believe it only said I had been recording for like 6 minutes. I was like, it felt longer, but okay. But I had to. Well, again, I thought I had cut it short. I had to cut it short because I had to go somewhere real quick. And I wasn't sure if I'd be back to record in time and also post the episode that night. So that happened. Anyways, back to the story. You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous. Oh, yeah, this line stays the same for every killer. Uh, I just want to be totally clear. Even though that story bore some similarities to my life, it was not about me in any way, shape, or form. Not symbolically, not metaphorically, not other ically. I believe you completely. Sure, you were cut into pieces in your life, and so was the person in the story. A perfectly normal coincidence. A perfectly normal, I guess, dark coincidence. Sure, you're on this island, trapped, one might say, in a most puzzling place. Also, A completely regular coincidence. Still debatable. And sure, his lips were blue. Your lips are blue. Really? You'd call this blue? Searching for answers, hoping to find revenge. Okay, so the similarities stop there, I guess. Coincidences. Sorry, the coincidences. Get this through your head, whoever you are. Samurai blood runs through my veins. Or, well, maybe it has coagulated by now. No need to sweat the details. Regardless, I'm a descendant of noble warriors. Well, you're a descendant of a warrior. One who is criticized for being like a demon. So, fair enough, I guess. Well, he wasn't criticized for being a demon. He was called the demon, I should say. uh, Thousands of years of training with bladed weapons preceded my entrance into this world. Do you know how many swords that is? A lot. You gotta figure that with that many sharp edges, a person is bound to get disconnected from a body part here and there. The truth is, and I wouldn't typically share this, so don't go blabbing about it, I dreamt that story like watching a movie in my sleep. When I was just a little girl, years before my father sunk his blade into my skin. I've never been able to shake it. That's a very adult story for a child to dream. Do you believe me? I want to say yes. I feel like saying yes might annoy her. I also feel like saying who cares might annoy her, but I feel like one of those two is the answer. I'll go yes. I know what just meant, but yes, I do believe you. The way you told that story, it clearly came from someplace deep. Fool. I taught you to trust a stranger. You're going to get hurt if you don't learn to take better care of yourself. Now you've got me wondering, do I believe you if you believe her or not? Do I believe you if you believe her or not? Okay, I said it right the first time. I thought I'd stumbled on something. Uh, it's gonna bother me. Hang on. Since this is the last path, I want to try and make all the right choices, so I'm going to pause this, reload the save, get back up to the question, and answer it right. So hang on. Alright, I'm back here, and I'm gonna pick the right answer this time. I'm gonna choose. Well, actually, now I don't know if I should say no or who cares. Who cares? Who says I believe in anything? And for that matter, who even cares what I think? Our beliefs are our business, no one else's. Well, I'll be. That's a strong take. You gotta cultivate your own garden. I just admire you, player. I was right. Who cares was the right answer? You're not offering up your thoughts or opinions simply to feed the curiosity of others, like some of the more desperate residents of our little paradise. Good for you, I say. Well, normally, normally I would kind of mock someone who says, you're not offering your opinions or whatever, and like trying to say it like it's a good thing because, honestly, if you offer up your opinions on anything, it opens up like new avenues of thought for things. But when it comes to residents of this island, most of them have very strong and extreme opinions. So I could understand why she'd say that the others voicing their opinions is kind of annoying. Now you got me wondering, do you believe? Do I believe you if you believe her or not? And if I know everything, because trust me, I do know everything, don't I already know the answer to my own question? About if I believe your answer to Spirit's question? Whoa. Ocean air got me tripping. Oh my god. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract us both. What's important is that a certain corpsey cutie floating in a cloud of magical mist might still be waiting for you to say the right thing and free her from her puzzle box. If you believe that she is the. Dang it, got me going again. Unfortunately, before you can follow this conundrum to what will surely be a mind numbing cycle of new questions, you find a certain someone standing before you with a fresh towel ready to dry you off. Sorry, kids, but it's time for bed. I might be the youngest one here, but I'm no kid. I do, however, love being wrapped up in a fresh, clean towel. I swear. This chick is just too funny, in my opinion. My mother used to help me wash my hair when I was young. She'd comb out all of the tangles and tie a ribbon around it before sending me on my way. I miss her. You watch as Spirit stares off into the distance, her hand gripping into a tight fist. She doesn't notice you're watching her at first. When she catches you looking, she turns away roughly, grabs a towel from Dwight, and then pushes him and Claudette aside as she floats off. I swear. Oh. So, now I believe is when we get the choice to choose who to talk to before bed. Let's see now. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by the fire. I must apologize, but oh yeah, it's the part where they apologize that they don't have an extra room or something for me. So they just give me like a blanket to lie down on the beach. And then we get a mini game where we can listen to the radio. I'm gonna give it a try and see if I can get any of the other stations before. I believe I've gotten 96, 100, and maybe 88? I honestly can't remember exactly anymore. 102? Let's see. What's on the station? I'm not sure if you guys can actually hear what's playing on this. It sounds like chase music, but I can't identify whose chase music it is. If you guys can hear it in the video and can identify it, and maybe can someone put it in the comments? Because otherwise it's going to drive me nuts trying to figure out whose it is. But that's the only thing I am going to listen to before heading to bed, and of course getting a chance to talk with Spirit again. Hey Spirit, get on out here. Spirit, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Spirit tells you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. Is it revenge? I like to listen to flute music, dab on some essential oils, and steam my pores. Really? What? Even the dead like to relax. I wasn't I wasn't questioning that. I swear. But hey. Alright, I'm back from getting my thumbnail for this episode. Alright, let's see what else Spirit has to say. I don't really have any of those things around. Hey! She's giving me a brush with a freaking ribbon on it. Spirit reaches out and presents you with a unique item. It's a small comb carved from bamboo. I guess you could hold on to this as a gift from my mother. I won't want her back though, and if you lose it, well, you'll get your revenge on me? If it's the last thing I do. You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. This is where you pass out, and then someone wakes you up. Oh. You suddenly see someone looming over you. Trapper's beside you, sketching a portrait of your naked body. I may be slowly losing it, but it is funny to me. Oh, you're awake. I saw you with the spirit right before bedtime. You should know they're not what they seem. Not like me, who is obviously completely honest and trustworthy. I was checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of my... Actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit. But since I'm here, I'd like to share 2 things with you. 1, I do not take rejection well. 2, the first thing is very important to remember. Were you drawing me? Trapper doesn't answer. You aren't drawing stink lines radiating out from me, are you? Still nothing from Trapper. Look, I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I'm an easy guy to spend time with. That will make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. The rest of the scum live like rats. They would know a good time if it bit them on the ass. I mean that literally. Point is, if you select me, you're in for a date of luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said fun. And if I don't pick you, remember what I said earlier, or it might be the last thing you ever forget. But hey, you look tired. Get some rest. Sleep. Maybe even sleep well if you can. Just try not to roll over to the... about 15 feet to your left. Like, wow, what's 15 feet to my left? Like, you just hear a snapping noise immediately. I swear. Oh. So, while I wait for this to come back to me, episode 40 is still being worked on by me because there was a lot of popping noises which I think had to do with the mic I'm working with scraping up against my facial hair. But I shaved today, so there shouldn't be as much popping noises. Which I'm just working with a very cheap mic for those of you who don't know. Which would be all of you. Sorry about being confusing or silly. Anyways, so I'm wondering if Spirit will have a new reaction here. Since everyone else should have the reaction of just feeling left out. Okay. I know that everyone thinks of me as a beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe, okay, those are a choice, sure. If someone were to come around to capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. And besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on a society that has used me and thrown me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. But we're getting close on time here. And after this, I might just mess with the audio on the previous episode, see if I can get it working right. Anyways, so hang on. Alright, so I wanted to share Spirit's new reaction in the scene. And she's like, something's not right. Did anyone else feel especially cold last night? Not in the technically dead sense, but I don't know, some other sense? It's like, for the first time in a long time, I felt the sun yesterday, and then it went away. I didn't like it. Well, that feels like a clear sign. Alright, I'll be back when the scene's over. Okay, we're finally back. Had to skip through a lot to get to the actual unique part of this cutscene. Anyways. Oh, it's Spirit. That checks out. You two have been getting pretty cozy. We should get out of here. I know a place that brings a bit of welcome darkness to this tropical nightmare. Best of all, I'm the only one that seems to know about it, so we won't be bothered there. I don't even know why I'm telling you. Really, it's my private spot, but I guess I've got a feeling that you'll appreciate it in the way that I do. Not like these other killers. They don't get me. But I'll get them. Oh, I'll get them all. And I'll get my father, too. And I'll punish him for what he did to my mother and me. Spirit radiates a menacing aura, waving her sword around in the air as she threatens, well, the entire universe. It's scary and more than a little hot, if you get turned on by menacing. Look, all this time on Murderous Island has got us both a little confused. You've seen her get mad, which is probably enough to scare you into compliance, but you've also seen that there's a more sensitive side hiding within her. Which one do you think will win out? You consider her offer, but before you can decide if you want to go off with Spirit, Huntress interjects. I thought for sure Wraith was going to interject. I guess you could go off with Spirit today. She seems pretty cool, actually. I think if we weren't here on this island fighting against each other for your attention, we might actually be friends. We might have something, though. You and I couldn't let you go off to her goth lighthouse without speaking up first. Yeah, I know her secret spot. I see everything through the holes in this adorable mask. I always find it funny that they're like, nobody else knows about my secret spot. And then somehow everybody else seems to go there too. So my offer stands. We can still hang out today. Plenty of room in my cabin. Wink wink. Huntress, did you just say wink wink? It's pretty cute that Huntress thinks she has to say wink wink out loud. The mask barely even hides her face. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers. Oh, definitely going with Spirit on this one. I gotta go with Spirit. You made the correct decision. But know this, just because you picked me doesn't mean I'm going to slobber all over you like a dog, understand? Well, of course I. You've still got a lot to prove to me. I want to believe that our connection is real. But I've been hurt before. Literally. With a katana. A katana that I now wield in spectral form. You feel me? Because you will feel me if you try any of that macho trapper crap. I swear. Yeah, I feel you. Before you ask Claudette and Dwight to clarify, I'll just let you know that yes, it is too late to change your answer now. uh, but it has already passed the 20-minute mark. Or not, actually. I thought it was way closer to 20 minutes. Now it's 20 minutes. Uh, it's past the 20-minute mark, and I think I'm gonna call this episode here. Thank you all for watching. If you want to continue watching and possibly be notified of when I put up my next episode, I try to put out 2 per week, and it's best if you subscribe to find out when exactly I put up, because I don't have a set schedule. It's just 2 per week. I put out whenever I can. That that's definitely gonna get taken out of context. I know the way the internet is. Oh man. Whenever I gain a fan base, this is gonna be something to look back upon. uh, anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment if you want, and well, I'll answer anyone who leaves a comment. Other than that, have a nice day. Bye.